Hi, welcome to Judith's Jewelry Box. I'm Ripka. This is Sharon Scott.
Hi.
Sharon, how are you?
I am, you know what? I couldn't be better. I couldn't,
Awesome.
I mean, this is the most fabulous time of all for the holidays. I've got my fabulous, sweet little puppies. They're so well behaved.
Yeah.
This is going to be an exciting night. You know what? I have been so looking forward to this because truly, when I'm looking at the product, I'm shopping. I want this and this and this and this. And I can I just tell you this?
I know. I know.
I
Isn't that
mean,
insane? That's the
I
Ariel
mean,
stuff.
this is like I don't think I've ever seen anything that pretty in my life. Oh,
It is spectacular. That is direct from couture. It is one of my all-time favorites. I will tell you that much. I love everything about that cuff. Love, love, love.
mm. I put this on, and all of a sudden, I did what we were talking about one day. Heidi and I were talking, and I put it on. All of a sudden, my shoulders went back, and my
Yeah.
head kind of tilted. I had a little bit of an attitude.
Should with that cuff, as you should. Sure. There's so many great pieces to start with. My question for you is this. Should we start with the silver styles or should we start with the clad styles? It's your decision.
Oh, really? Seriously, you're going to let me make that decision?
You, you decide, I'll follow.
Um, I like the clad. I
Oh,
do.
okay. Well,
Now, does that mess you up? A
no,
little. I'll tell you what, you've got on
I
all the silver because of your outfit. Do the silver.
no. You said gold, we're going gold.
Okay.
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 And you
All
know what? We're going to start with this cuff because why shouldn't we start with this cuff?
right.
Mine off while you show it on your wrist. So we're starting with Sharon's favorite.
I mean, I am sparkling.
You are sparkling. You're glowing in gold. Of
He wants it.
course he does. It's sparkly. Who doesn't want sparkly and beautiful?
Oh, true, 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 true. That is did Judith design this? Did you design this? Who
You
designed this?
design this. This is directly from the couture collection. It was originally made in 18 karat gold and diamonds, and it is one of our spring cuffs. So, unlike most cuffs that have a hinge, this one is made of spring wire. So, each of these pieces is made individually, and then they have a special spring that runs through the top and bottom. And then the end caps are how you end that spring, but it's very durable. It has, see that? Like the memory of the spring keeps going back and forth.
Yes.
That's just the mechanism of it, though, just to quickly explain it, since you asked who designed it. But let's talk about the details. So, if you're familiar with any of the pieces in Ariel collection typically has these oval pieces. Sometimes they're pave, sometimes they're rose cut stones, but this is obviously the pave version. We have on the sides of that oval pave bezel set Bella Luce stones. And so this repeats throughout the entire piece. It just alternates between pave X's and pave cherries. You see how it changes?
Yes, I do. I love it. I absolutely love it.
And then the top and bottom is all pave Bella Luce. And this design goes all the way around. And when you get to the back, we have our little hearts on either side. The side is trimmed in our Berger texture.
Mm.
And because of the way it's designed, it doesn't have a back plate because this whole piece flexes.
Mhm. So comfortable. And I love the way that it arcs just ever so slightly with those. When you first glance at it, you think that there's a big solitary diamond, but the pave sparkles so much more. This is truly, we've had lots of different bracelets at JTV over the years. Uh, Even with Judith's collection, which I have seen so many pieces, this one stands out, and I can't truly figure out what makes it so special. But there's something very, 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 very special about this piece.
Well, I think it's all the nuances of the placement of the cherries, that nothing is expected. So the
Mhm,
fact that it alternates between the cherries in the corner versus the X's in the corner and the cherries on the side versus none. It's all those little details that Judith has perfected that makes her pieces so unique, unusual, and distinctive to the brand. Because if you think about it, other brands would come in, they'd do something like this, there'd be no texture, they'd all just be pave ovals and nothing else, or
mhm,
something random.
mhm.
She just has this really beautiful feminine touch that she adds to all these pieces that just makes them each creation so unique and different. And I put this on, but then I took it back off because I realized I should really show everybody how easily it goes on and it doesn't hurt going on. So all you do is you go over the narrow part of your wrist
Mhm.
and you just push it on and
Yeah,
slide it. And
yeah,
that's it.
yeah.
So simple,
Love it.
so easy. Like I said, very flexible. You see how it flexes? It doesn't flex out of shape though. It doesn't, it keeps, I'm just gonna show you this way. See how it just keeps springing? It just keeps
Mhm.
springing right back into place. And this is exactly how it was made in the couture collection.
Oh, that's amazing. Now I see that because that to me, the first thing when you said that, I thought, okay, this is going to last a long time because that's not just metal that you are bending. Those
Right.
are all little mechanisms in
It's
there.
a special spring. It's a special steel spring that goes in there and it goes top and bottom. Yeah.
That's just, and I think the color of the gold is so right on what a fabulous 14 karat gold should be. I mean, that's real. This is my real golden diamond bracelet for
Yeah,
me.
no one would question it because, again, it is genuine 14 karat gold over sterling silver. It is that proprietary color of gold that Judith worked on. So it makes it really distinctive and different to other brands,
Mhm.
but looks so good, so buttery, great on all skin complexions. It's a fabulous, fabulous style. And this is, oh, I knew he was jumping up no matter what. He on and orange. It's just slightly wider than 3/4 of an inch.
Mhm.
And it says that it's a size 6 1/4. There is a little room. So if you're an extra small or a small, I feel like this would work for you. Even
Yeah.
if you're average, because I do tend to be average. So I would say, average down to extra small,
Mhm.
you should be okay with this.
Yeah, definitely, I agree. And, most women I have noticed get slimmer as their wrist goes down, and so if anything is ever snug on me, I go down just a little bit and then slide it up, and
Yeah.
it's with me personally, if I love something enough, it'll fit. I'll make I'll
It's
make
so funny. I've had this conversation with people. Oh, orange, please goodbye. Oh, he won't go. I've had this conversation with people before, especially when it comes to rings. It's like
Yes.
gonna fit on one of my fingers. So which size will it fit on? Which hand will it fit on? He is so intent on getting back up here. I
Yeah,
know.
it's
Oh,
okay. We
Art.
love our fur babies, and
Oh, he's so cute and I love him, but
I know. I know you're a mother and it's the holidays. It's okay.
I cannot believe Christmas is a week from today.
I can't believe it either, and I'm not
And
ready. Are you ready
am I ready?
for the holidays? I'm
No,
not.
not even close. I was away all last week in Knoxville. I am not ready.
Okay. Right. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. That's true. Yeah.
But I will be. I promised my kids that after Christmas, we could have a full day of making gingerbread cookies and gingerbread houses. It's an annual tradition. And I usually like to do it for Christmas, but I think we're gonna have to do it the day after Christmas.
Can I fly up and be a part of that?
Definitely. You should see what we do here. We take it seriously. I've been doing it since the early 70s with my mom, and I kept that tradition going with my kids.
Oh, I love that. So do you do like certain shapes or gingerbread houses or just
Everything. So we have a ton of cookie cutters in every kind of shape. Some that probably shouldn't be like gingerbread, like butterflies, but whatever. My kids do what they want. But then I do sometimes the gingerbread house. Depends on the food. Have you ever done a gingerbread house from scratch?
Oh, yes, I sure have. When I was younger, that was, I don't know, I just really, really, before JTV, I used to do that all the time. I have to send you some pictures. You'd be shocked. I was
Oh,
pretty good at it.
I'd love to see it. I mean, but you have to be in the correct mental state to deal
Yes, you do.
and making the sugar syrup, to
Yeah.
use the glue, and praying that your roof doesn't cave in
I
on you, and all those things. So it'll depend. I'll have to play it, I'll have to play it by ear that day and decide if we're doing cookies or cookies in a house.
do some if you can, it would be so much fun to do some videos and maybe put it on your Instagram or Facebook page and let people see what you're talking about. And you know what? You've just given me an idea. I think I may too. And we may have a gingerbread cook off. So,
Okay. Except I have a 6-year-old in the mix, so just keep that in mind.
well, that means that you're going to win. I'm sorry, I'm taken away from this, but it's just so much fun. I love to hear about Heidi's life, and I think everybody else does too, because we want to know, we want to be in your lifestyle.
Thank you. Well, I think everybody leads interesting lives, so I
Yeah,
always like to hear from everybody's life. So
that's
take a pick. We're
uh,
talking gold clad, so which ring do you want to discuss next?
well, this is the one that's in my cart.
Then let's do it. All
Now
right.
there's and then this one too, this big wide one, you know I love big wide bands, and I mean those two right there. But this, I mean this sparkles so much that you almost need sunglasses. It's so pretty.
You do. I mean, when I hold it up to the camera, it
Oh,
just white. You just see
yeah.
sparkle. It's incredible how much this ring sparkles. So this is a row of asher cuts through the middle, and then the top and bottom is all pave round bell luces. I'm just going to turn it so you can see the side details. You have hearts on the end. You have pave bell luce. You have a sizing bar on the back, but you also have, of course, the little cherries that make it kind of like a tiara almost, or a crown, the way this ring is designed.
When I first glanced at it, I actually thought that those were marquees, three big marquees in the front. But those are pieces that are you've got ashers and then the cherries.
Yep, that's right.
Gosh, that's gorgeous.
Is that beautiful? And for those who like silver with rhodium over, I'm going to put them both together so you can see.
Oh, yes.
So they both look phenomenal, whether you go with the 14 karat gold clad or the rhodium over sterling silver. And these are just about a little under a half an inch in width. You
Mhm.
could actually stack them if you want to.
That's
Uh, has 4.22 carats of Bella Luce, and
mm.
these have 5-star reviews. I'm always so proud of those 5-star reviews.
Oh, yes, absolutely. And listen, women don't take the time to put a five-star review or how much they love something unless they really, really love it. They
It's
just get it
true.
and grab it and say, "Man, I'm happy," and they go on. So if they take the time to do that, that means they were so excited they had to tell somebody.
It's so, so true, and I appreciate that they did. So it has, like I said, all the texture here. It's the graduated Bella Luce on the sides. You have the little cherries in the heart on the ends. And then all those details, all the cherries, all those gorgeous asher cuts that are beautifully set. Mark says, "Happy holidays, everyone. Happy holidays, Mark. Glad you join us."
That is so stunning. I mean, that literally looks like royalty. It does.
Doesn't it? It
Yeah.
really looks like a tiara.
Oh,
It
yeah. It
really
does. And I probably this is the kind of thing that rolls through my mind when Heidi's talking. I wonder what celebrity or what royal person bought this in, the couture line in 18 karat gold. Because I know, I mean, you could tell a lot of secrets if you were allowed to.
allowed to. There are lots of secrets that could be told for sure. Lots of good ones.
And that would be so much fun.
Let's keep on this whole gold theme though.
Okay.
Another band. So we're going to go to the wider band.
Okay.
So this is the garland band ring, direct from couture, was originally 18 karat gold and diamonds, and was thousands and thousands of dollars. It's a little over half an inch in width. So just actually let me show you side by side. So this is a little under half an inch, and this is a little over half an inch. The garland has 2.25 carats of Bella Luce. Hi, Jennifer. I hope you're staying warm and sparkly too. Thanks for joining us. So the garland pattern is features all these round silhouettes and they graduate. So the smaller one just has a bezel set Bella Luce, as is the one next to it. And then when you get to the top, to the center, those three all have a halo of the Pave Bella Luce. They have these accents top and bottom of the bezel set Bella Luce, as well as the pave row. So it actually is a great way to mix in with the Ariel cuff we were looking at earlier because it coordinates, but it's not too matchy matchy, which
Mm.
is something that we love. You're building your collection. You don't have to stay all garland or all Ariel. You could just keep mixing and matching and everything works together. So
Totally.
garland ring, when you turn to the back, am I holding it upside down? We have the little heart in the back, that little kiss, so that when you're wearing the ring, you could open your hand and see that beautiful little heart from the Queen of Hearts. And since this is from Couture Collection, when I bring things to JTV, sometimes I can't add a backplate because of the way it's constructed. This
Mhm,
is one of those styles because I know someone made a comment about the backplates in the reviews.
mhm,
Whenever I could add a backplate, I always add a backplate.
mhm,
In this case, I could not. Um, It all has to do with the construction on the inside ledge,
mhm.
but this piece is still weighty. It's quality. It's from the same factories, all the same details. It's a great classic, iconic Judith Ripka style.
Mhm, mhm. I mean, that's the beauty of this is, again, I think everything that we've seen tonight are fit for royalty. I mean, it's just things that you said unexpected. I think that's so true. This is not something that you would expect to see unless you were willing to pay thousands upon tens of thousands of
Yeah,
dollars.
absolutely. Absolutely. And that's with all of these pieces. I mean, to make these in 18 karat gold, especially with the price of gold these days,
Yeah.
it would be astronomical.
Oh, yeah.
Price of gold back then was high, but not to the place that it's at right now. So we're so glad to be able to bring you all of these styles in more attainable prices for most people, which is great.
This is, again, I think it's so exciting to know that you are able to get these pieces home, try them out, wear them, experience them, and see for yourself. And you're going to be so delighted. A lot of times people will say, if you're not happy, return it. There is no chance that you're going to be happy. That chance is zero. I mean, these pieces I see these beautiful ladies, the princesses and the royalty and the jewelry they wear, this sometimes is not as pretty as this. And of
It's
course, I know that Judith sells to a lot of those people. I didn't say that, but I mean, this is just the kind of jewelry that you dream of owning. And I love these two together.
I love them together. Love, I mean, absolutely love. As a matter of fact, there was also a cuff that matched this ring that this past winter, a socialite who owns the cuff got married. And I was going through the social pages, and all of a sudden I saw that cuff on her wrist. I'm like, ah, look at that. She's-
Ah, oh,
yeah, it's always so much fun to see it. What?
tell me later.
I
You have
mean,
to tell me
it
later.
it was actually public. She posted on Instagram her picture, so it was Tinsley Mortimer.
Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
yeah.
So exciting.
So I figured that's public, so,
It's public. It's public. Listen, she's probably very proud.
uh, yeah, listen, to wear it on her wedding day, I'd say so.
Oh my, can you imagine?
Yeah,
I mean, that's the ultimate.
that she's one of them for sure.
Mhm.
So this is a great option, but if you wanna add a little color to your ensemble, see this
Oh,
one?
yes,
See
yes,
see that?
yes.
I mean, that is that is a ring. That is a gorgeous estate style cocktail ring, also direct from couture. Look at the details of this ring.
This makes you look like your last name is Ripka. Oh, this is so beautiful.
Right. how magnificent is this? So when I say it's from the estate collection, and I'll bring it closer, you see all those airlines in the frame?
Mhm.
So those airlines, they have fine mill grain going around it, which is a texturing around the airlines. And this is a technique that you see in a lot of estate pieces. So when Judith created her estate collection, she added airlines and she added mill grain, and that was the unifying feature throughout the estate collection. So this has beautiful Bella Luce prongs. We used an octagon step cut for the lab green quartz. Look at the color and the vibrancy quartz stone. It is so, I mean, that looks like the most gorgeous emerald actually that you could ever find.
Oh, it does. It looks flawless. And I can't get over the comfort. I know you're gonna be talking about that, but that backplate is phenomenal. I mean, that's just it's so smooth and silky when you put it on.
It
This
is.
I wanna wear it all day. But you're right, that stone, I love and of course, this who's gonna know that it's not an emerald, but I love an emerald cut emerald. I just love I don't know, it's just the history or the tradition of that, you know, I love that cut.
You can't go wrong with that cut. And so what I was showing before, if anyone noticed, was the airlines continue around the basket. You still have the little prongs at Bellucci's. You have the narrow shank with the row of Pave Bellucci. You have more of our state texture, our mesh texture going through here. And what Sharon was referring to before is we have a gorgeous backplate that has engraved hearts in it. So
Oh,
back to the 360-degree designing that Judith is so well known for.
mm, this is stunning. I mean, this is literally stunning. I guess I can talk about this because, you know, again, like I say, it's public. But they had we're very close to the Biltmore House, and I promise you someday I'm going to get you to fly down here. I'm going to take you because I'm not sure if you've been, but I went to a showing of the jewels of the Vanderbilts, and
Ooh,
there were pieces that were just oh, it was just absolutely incredible. And they were very much like this, but maybe not quite as beautiful, to be honest. Big stones, but there's not a centimeter of room in here to add another piece of beauty. Everything, every little tiny bit of space is used for another stone or a cherry, as you say, and that's what makes this so beautiful.
I agree with you because I always find it interesting because I'm always looking at jewelry, always, like I constantly.
Mhm,
And I might see things and appreciate the beautiful gemstones used.
mhm.
Today, David and my husband David and I were looking at a ring. It was all natural diamonds, vivid blues and pinks and yellows and greens. And there might have been a few other colors, but those are the ones I remember. And it was magnificent. But the design was, it was, there was nothing wrong with it. But it was about the stones. The
Mm,
design was a work of art, and when I look at how Judith designs and the quality and craftsmanship and the details that go into the jewelry, I always say these pieces are a work of art. They're more than just a jewelry setting with a stone placed in it. It's so much more because of how she designs, because of her 360-degree philosophy, because of the quality that she insists upon in her jewelry. It's
mhm.
so much more than what I see that I'm actually I guess I'm a little jaded. I see other jewelry and there's nothing wrong with it. I just don't find anything to be quite as beautiful as what Judith creates.
Absolutely, without fail, without question. And we talked about this before. Once you've had something of Judas, it's hard to go back to anything else because you can feel the quality, you can feel the artistry, you can see the artistry, and you have this pride of ownership that you don't have sometimes with other pieces. And then when like you're right, when you're going shopping and you're looking at everything that other people have to offer, you always go back and kind of compare it to what you found in Judith Ripka, and sometimes it comes up falling short. So,
Yeah, it's true. At least that's how I see it. And
mm,
that's why I have loved and appreciate all the jewelry that I've been able to collect over the past 30 years because
mm,
find it to be so, so magnificent, and I'm just so happy to be able to bring these pieces to JTV because I want everybody to have these fine works of art in their own collection. So
Mhm.
this ring, it's just under an inch by 3/4 of an inch in width. The green quartz is 5.30 carats. It's a lab green, and the Bella Luce is about a carat.
Mm, mm.
A lot of sparkle there. And then I just want to switch out quickly my earrings because I do have a beautiful 14 karat gold clad earring that I know you said you don't have. I'll just put
Yeah,
one on
I
for you.
don't.
And so this is from the Jubilee collection. Let me put it in.
I love all of it. I mean, truly, it's just there. I haven't seen anything yet that I didn't want. This is really impossible for me.
This is the Jubilee shield earring. And so
Wow.
this is one of those really, this is like an everyday classic style. Easy to wear the shields. Judith has done a lot of different shields over the years because it's a very face flattering shape. It sits perfectly on the lobe. This style is actually on the upward trajectory trend wise. You're starting to see
Mm,
more and more of it. Whether you're scrolling through Instagram or you're looking at the runways, you're seeing a return to these big on the earrings.
mhm.
This isn't
That's
even that big, but
mhm,
this is like a great everyday size. So you have your sash, so to speak, that
mhm,
goes across with the berget texture, which are those fine lines, and then you have your pave
mhm.
going the opposite direction. You have pave underneath it, high polished, and then more berget underneath it. This is direct from couture, and this one has. Hold on one second. I had put something here when I was traveling this week, and I forgot to take it off. Sometimes I put things together so that I don't misplace them.
That's good.
And I'd put my a different backing on just to be safe. Okay. So this has the lowered post so that's why the earring's sitting up higher on my lobe. It has the pierced heart back plate and the omega back. Now the
Yes.
back, you see the space in between. That space is there so that it's not going to squeeze your lobe and be painful. It's there so that it holds it without it causing any pain, though.
Yeah, this is again so well thought out. Everything's just I can't think of any designer who has everything so well thought out. Things that you we take for granted. You get it home, it's comfortable, it's beautiful, it has every bit of detail, but you have spent so much work to make all of these things happen. So I think it's important that you do tell everybody because it does make a difference.
Absolutely. And these earrings, the other thing that I appreciate about them is depending on what I'm doing, will depend on which ear I put it in.
Yeah.
So if I want more sparkle by my face, then I put the pave earring on because these are let me show you, they're left and right, these earrings. So
I love that when they're left. I love that. I think that it just makes it
this
special.
if you want it a little dressier, you wear it like this, and if you wanna tone down the sparkle, you just switch it so that the metal side is closer to your face,
Mhm.
and it really makes a difference because then it's kind of like angling the pave away, and
Mm.
so I always consider that when I'm putting these on. So this is the Jubilee Shield earring.
Oh,
Great, great classic style, and
mm.
if you like this style, the earring that I was wearing before, which I'll put back on, is another shield earring. This is the Hope Pave shield, which we always called the Weschler earring because it was originally made for a customer, Mrs. Weschler, she was a longtime customer, and this went on to become our number one selling pave earring. We did it in 4 different sizes. We did
Wow.
it with and without pave. It literally every single person owned a version of this. Every customer that walked in the door would buy a version of this earring.
Oh, that's exciting. I want to be one of those customers. This is, I put these on and I thought, this is uh that lady who always looks, and again we talked about this the other day. I love to talk to Heidi about fashion, and you see the ladies in Palm Beach and they say, what are you wearing? And then she'll say, I have on a white button down blouse. Then she'll give the name of the designer, and this beautiful little cashmere sweater over it, and of course my Judith Ripka is. And it's just the look of this finishes that really classic, I wonder who that woman is, you know?
Well, Hanadi just said she just received these. Hanadi, was it these or the gold ones? And she can't wait to wear them. Um, but I don't know if her comment was delayed when we were talking about this one or if it was these Weschler ones. Both great, great shield earrings. I love them, and I hope you love them too, Hanadi. Wear them in good health and enjoy them. These earrings are such a great style to have in your jewelry box, Sharon, because
Mhm.
that upgrade from a stud. And like you said, like you feel like you're really put together, like those ladies in Palm Beach that are strolling Worth Avenue. The
Mhm.
second, okay, so she has these, the white. I love these. I really think you're going to adore them. So enjoy them. And I hope you do love them as much as I do. But all the details that go into these earrings. So they have a nice blend of, you have this really encrusted pave front, the way the stones are really kissing.
Mhm.
You have the row of rope texture, you have fluting, and the fluting continues around. And then we did something called azuring. So when you open up this earring and you look behind the stones, the way we had them drill very symmetrically, very clean drill holes, it's called azuring. And the other thing about this earring that I want to point out is you'll notice that there's a slight, um, angle to the omega, and so that means when you're putting them on, you could put it on so that it angles a little bit more towards your face. It's very
Oh.
minimal, but that helps just kindly tuck it in.
Oh, I see that. Ah, that's awesome. Well, again, and you thought of everything. See, this is what you don't find in everyday jewelry. This is the very high end. All the details have been thought of to give that excellence to your customer. And this is the perfect. You're right. This is the Worth Avenue earring as far as I'm concerned. If you get interviewed, be sure and have these on.
Exactly, and Hanadi just said it's gonna be a nice alternative to her studs, and I completely agree with that because it
Yes.
just enough sparkle, it's the right size, it's not too big, but you could dress it up or dress it down, which we all need those pieces that we could pull out from our jewelry box that will basically take us from day to night and not feel too dressy or too casual. It just kind of toes the line both ways.
And this becomes from Judith's jewelry box to Sharon's jewelry box to Jean's jewelry box and Mary's jewelry box. And I mean, all of a sudden your jewelry box gets an upgrade. So,
It sure does. And these are definitely a great upgrade to have. But if you're going to have the earrings, then you need to have a really special ring to go with it.
yes, yes.
And Sharon, I just launched this ring last week,
Oh,
and I think this is the upgrade everybody needs for their rings.
I love that. I don't have that one. I wish I did.
I wait, let me take this off because I gotta really show people this ring. I mean, this ring. So direct from couture, this ring
Oh,
is outrageous.
yes.
This is like
Oh,
Art Deco meets 60s, 70s type of jewelry meets Judith Ripka.
mhm.
This ring, this is one of those rings that I feel I could show it and show every angle, but it's one of those styles that people will appreciate once they get it home.
Yes.
It's so different and distinctive, and it's so chic, and
Mhm,
it's so cool, and it's just the high dome.
mhm.
That high dome is what makes this ring so incredible. So you have this row of baguettes running down the center. The baguettes are channel set with a double row of fine millgrain. Going around it are all these round pave bella luces. Then you have a trim of millgrain. That's when you then have these airlines come into play, that estate detail. And the airlines have millgrain, but they also have individually prong set Bella Luce stones that are just outrageous. And I'm turning to the side so you can see all the airlines. The pattern of the airlines is like triangles traversing each other. I
Mm,
don't clear enough. Let me take it off and see. I don't know if it's clear on this camera. Yeah, I think you can kind of see it. It blurs a little bit. This is JRJ 656. The picture is probably better on jtv.com.
mhm,
But this ring, and then you get to the shank. It says all of our estate figure eight engraving with more milgrain trim. It has a full back plate. It is heaven, this ring. It's absolutely heaven. I will say it runs a little small.
mhm,
So I am a size 6, but it's firmly on my finger.
mhm,
So if you're like a 6 and a quarter, let's say,
mhm,
just know that you might want to size up a little bit just to be on the safe side,
mhm.
but it is sitting perfectly on my size 6 finger.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I
I can't
y
wait to see that in person. I think you're right. I think if they hit that shop button and look at it up closely, they can see the pictures on the web to look at it more closely because that's the star. That's the piece that when you see a lady wearing, you stop her and say, "May I see your ring?" You
yeah,
know.
this oh, yes, absolutely. Hanadi just asked if it's gonna be a power buy again. She's in love with it. Hanadi, I never know anything about any of the JTV
Right.
sale promo, like, literally when you find out is when I find out.
Yeah.
So, I wish I could tell you the answer to that, but I honestly don't know.
Tell
Um,
her, tell her the one that I would highly recommend, especially because it's holidays, is the best time to buy it is when you see it, when we have it.
well, and I do believe, Sharon, that there is a price policy that, like, if you buy it now and there's a price change, you could call customer service, I
I
think.
think there is. I think there is.
So, that is maybe something to consider.
Mhm.
But definitely worth getting it home now while it's in stock if they have your size. And maybe I don't like I said, I don't know the answer to that. I wish I did.
Well, in the morning, call customer service and just ask them. But if not, grab this as soon as you can because
Yeah.
there've been three things that I have tried to buy from Judith's collection today, and the Christmas holidays have been so crazy. You know, they were sold out. Now I'm on wait list, which is still good,
Yeah.
but if you see something you really like, it's worth it. Just get it.
Yeah. There was something that you told me today. You're like, oh darn, it was a ring, I think.
Yeah, it was the green quartz.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
Right. Oh, right.
yeah,
Right. You
yeah.
told me you wanted the Portofino collection. Okay.
Yes.
Hopefully you'll get off wait list.
Good. Oh,
I
okay.
hope, I
Yeah.
hope so.
I want
Okay,
to throw it
so
off to my.
I have one more thing to show everybody, one more style.
Okay.
Because if you're gonna have this ring and you're gonna have these earrings and you're gonna be wearing a turtleneck like I am tonight, well, then that means you need something on your wrist.
Yes, 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 yes.
So this is the estate cuff. And the estate cuff, similar to this ring, is called estate because of that airline pattern that you see here that has all the prong set Bella Luce, the mill grain, that fine texture surrounding the airlines. It has these 3 stations that have all the gorgeous pave Bella Luce in all 3 with the mill grain. When you turn it to the side, this all has our estate detailing here. The stations have our mesh texture. The sidewall has the estate figure 8 pattern. It goes all the way around. When you turn this to the back,
Oh,
see our little heart here. Then when I open this up, finished back plate. So this piece is just magnificent, direct from couture as well. So, I mean, I'm really doing my best to bring you whatever couture styles that I can, best sellers, most loved pieces that Judith has made over the years.
I have to tell you this. You know, I'm a creature of habit, and I've worn my of course my wedding ring and my watch. There's a certain watch that I got when I was gosh, my dad got it for me when I was in my 20s, and I've worn it all these years. And I wanted a bracelet. Uh, I had a tennis bracelet I've worn for a long time, and I wanted to change it up. I wanted something a little bit fancier. I'm buying this to wear with my watch
Oh, I love
Be
that.
my everyday look. I thought this was the most beautiful thing because it's so, well, I hate to use that word, but it's so believable that it's platinum and diamonds that I thought I have to have that. I mean, this is truly, in my opinion, a must have.
Yeah, I agree, and it does because the rhodium makes it look like platinum or white gold because rhodium, for one thing, is from the platinum family, but another thing, rhodium is used to plate all white gold. So 14 karat gold, 18 karat gold, it's not white. So if
Yeah.
you ever saw raw white gold, it actually has a yellow undertone
Yeah.
because gold mixed into the alloy.
Mhm.
So that means in order for it to look white, it has rhodium plating. And rhodium plating is what you find on the Judith Ripka collection. And I want to say hi to Francie who joined us. I hope you're feeling better, Francie. So happy to see you here. So, yes, very believable because it's the exact model that we did in 18 karat gold and diamonds. And the only difference is that this is sterling with rhodium instead of 18 karat white gold with rhodium and Bella Luce instead of diamonds. So, affordable, yet looks just like the original 18 karat gold version. And this one is about a third of an inch in width and has 2 carats of Bella Luce.
It looks like a lot more. It really does. It looks like more carrot weight. And I love the way that it's finished. And I absolutely love the fact that on every tiny, there is absolutely no room to put anything more on this. It's so perfect. This
I
is this
agree.
is probably going to be one of my favorite pieces in my whole entire collection.
Aw.
Well, you can see why. I mean, it's
Yeah,
just
the details.
done. And it looks a little bit snowy to me, like, I need to get my glasses on and see,
Well,
but it's like
Jen calls it
snowflake
frosty white.
it almost looks like snowflakes right
Oh,
here.
yeah, the pattern, the airline, I could see that. That's
Yeah.
so that never dawned on me. And I wanna say hi to our friend Linda, who's with us from Toronto. Doing
Oh,
well, Linda, hope it's not too cold up there.
ah, you've got Ripcanistas all over the world.
We we
Ripcanista
Ripganistas.
Ripcanistas.
Yeah,
I
I'm a
can say that because
fashionista, but Ripkanista.
yeah. I mean, this is just absolutely stunning. I mean, this is something that other women would see you wearing. I would see it on another woman and be just a little jealous. I would want this piece. Oh,
It truly is a very special piece to own and to have, but I'm telling you, this ring,
yes.
I
And
am quite obsessed with this ring, and you put it with this cuff, and then you put it with that earring,
mhm.
holiday glam. That's
Yeah.
just your holiday glam for sure.
That would be fun one night, and I'm sure you've done that, and you do that during the shows now, but I absolutely adore the way Heidi puts things together and the way she styles things. It would be fun to have a style show where you say, "Okay, this is, if you're going on a vacation or something, put this and this together, and if you've got an evening out, put this in." You're a great stylist with this jewelry, putting the pieces together. They all go together unquestionably, but I really like, everybody loves your taste, so it'd be fun one night for you to do a show to say, to style us. I told Heidi today, I said, there's so many things I need your help with because she's got such
It's always my pleasure to help however I can.
yeah. Well, you're a lot of help.
Oh, thank you so much. Well, would you believe we got through everything already?
No, I'm not through. Let's do it again. Let's just start all over.
I mean, like, I could load up my hands and my finger wrists rather, and recap quickly. There
Yes.
it, right?
Oh, oh, you're doing a great job.
I mean, come on. Oh, and we of course have the other earring.
Yes.
It. That's a wrap.
That's right.
That's
You know what? I want to highly recommend, and of course, I know everybody's used to doing this anyway, but if you go to jtv.com and type in Heidi Ripka, last night, I don't know why, I sleep 2 hours and then wake up. So what I do, my relaxation therapy moment is I go to jtv.com and type in Heidi Ripka, and I'm always looking
wait,
what
you mean Judith Ripka.
Yeah, Judith Ripka. I know. I say
I
that.
I'm just yeah.
I, I called you Judith earlier today, so I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but
I answer to it all.
hey, listen, it's you're one and the same, sort of.
Exactly, after all
So,
these feels that
yeah,
way.
yes, you are. So I type in Judith Ripka, and of course, that was the first person that I came to fall in love with because that's who I recognized when I was young. So that was who I wanted to be when I grew up. I grew up really fast, but anyway, all the jewelry is so so beautiful. It's just fun to look at everything.
I agree. I agree. Well, if it's okay with you, I'm gonna suggest that we do this again next week.
Well, I think it's a great idea.
It's
Yeah,
but if you could do it, I could do it because this is too
I
much.
can. Yeah, I can do it. Listen, to be honest with you, and I know you probably don't want to do this because you've got a lot of on-air shows. I wish we could have 2 shows a week because I get to shop with you more. So I wish we could do 2.
It's dangerous, but let, let's just aim for definitely making it to Christmas
Okay.
there.
Okay, that's awesome.
I-
So
People that didn't get what they wanted for Christmas.
that's right. That's right.
This way we're helping cheer them up.
That's right. And also, maybe people don't have their family. Maybe the way I was talking to a girl that does my hair today, and her family's going to be all out of town, and she and her husband are by themselves. And she said, I'm really not looking forward to Christmas this year because all my family's going to be away. I said, watch JTV, have fun. So,
Absolutely. Well, I just want to say Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays and Happy Hanukkah to everyone that joined us tonight. Hopefully, we'll see you next Wednesday, but we understand if you'll be busy with your families. Sharon, thank you so much for always doing this with me. I appreciate it. Mwah, you're the best.
you
Uh,
are.
everyone, be well, and we'll see you next week. Have a great night.
Enjoy shopping.